We are back in KSP and you do not know what's coming. In this video we will be doing some science and seeing how much skirmishing it takes to save the land a ship, and making some scientific expansion from going to nearby planets to spread my stupidity while also doing some stupid stuff to do those stupid stuff. It's nobody's surprise, everything has turned to crap and the map is ruined because of my doings. Anyway, let's start the video. Without further ado, let's make a ship. No ordinary ship, but a completely stacked out ship with satellites to make a super big ship. But there's only one problem: where to put them? And to that, I say jool, because we will explore it and conquer this planet. But to do that, we need some 5G satellites, and in true fashion, all the satellites will be short-ranged. Okay, now that we have all the info we need, we can now start to make the biggest ship I've ever made. But to make the ship, we can't just launch it at one launch, so we do something that NASA calls it orbital assembly. craft in a parking orbit, and did a long track for science. Well, we did it. We conquered Jool and explored all the planets. But the Kerbins will stay there because I'm too lazy to get them. Goodbye, that mission was so epic that it's learn time. In the spaceship, did you see those rockets? And why did I boost for 3 separate times? Those questions will be answered. But first, let's look at the rockets. The rockets were nuclear-powered rockets that is more fuel efficient than a liquid fuel rocket. The drawback is that the rockets aren't that powerful, so we do a gravity maneuver to use the Earth's gravity, or in this case, Kerbin, to slingshot us to Jool. Drag. Drag can be good, but also most of the time bad. Drag slows down a rocket a crazy amount, but if you completely remove drag, then it's good. This is the formula to drag equation. But we don't want drag, and we know anything multiplied by 0 is 0. We can multiply the right to be 0, and the left will also be 0. But there are things on the right that can't be 0, like area, which means the craft is a one-dimensional object, and the drag coefficient can't really be 0. And if the velocity is 0, well, nothing would happen. But the last thing that we could change is fluid density, and that could actually be changed. And guess what's the closest planet that has almost 0 gravity and no atmosphere? It's Minmus. Yes, Tyler, it's Minmus. It has no atmosphere and metal, and also metal ore. So if we go there, use a drill to do some science. But to go to Minmus, we need a good base. And I think I did a pretty good surface base. Now, since we have a base on Minmus, let's do the same about the moon. From the science that we got from the 2 exploration, we were able to get some quote-unquote minor upgrades, and this ship could be really small. So without further ado, let's launch. does it. So, I'll see you next video, and goodbye.